Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where I dive deep into audio gear that punches well above its weight. Today we're talking about something that's been blowing up in the budget audiophile scene. The Kiwi Ears Altruva open back headphones. For just $69.99 these promise studio accurate sound, a massive soundstage and comfort that lets you forget you're wearing them. But do they deliver or is it all hype? I've been living with them for a couple of weeks paired with my Audiophile DX180 DAB and, spoiler, they are a game changer for entry-level open backs. Stick around as we break down the features, play some tracks, weigh the good and the bad and see if these are your next upgrade. If you're new here, hit that like button and let's dive in. Let's start with what you get in the box and why the Altruva stands out in a sea of cheap cans. First off, these are full-sized over-ear open-back headphones rocking a custom 50mm dynamic driver with a composite PU and PE key diaphragm, beefed up by stronger neodymium magnets and an ultra-pure copper ring for tighter control and less distortion. This black and silver version has this premium vibe with PVD-coated steel accents that resist fingerprints, a matte black finish on the ear cups and subtle silver highlights on the grills. Build-wise they're lightweight and thanks to a mix of durable plastic ear cups and a metal headband with an elastic suspension strap, they auto-adjust to your head for even weight distribution. No more pinching after an hour. The clamping force is moderate, keeping them secure without squeezing your skull. The oval ear cups are deep, you'll find your ears float inside without touching the drivers, and they swivel vertically for a custom fit. Though yes, no full horizontal rotation, if you're picky about that. Now the real star, customization. You get two pairs of ear pads. Soft vegan leather ones pre-installed for a warmer seal and extra bass emphasis. And a bonus set of plush velour pads that swap out in seconds for better breathability and a more open, balanced sound. It's like having two headphones in one. The cable is a 3-meter braided high purity copper beast, detachable via dual 3.5mm connectors at the cups, ending in a 3.5mm plug with a gold-plated 635mm adapter thrown in. Perfect for desktop rigs and pro audio setups. But yes, it's long and something to keep in mind. Specs show impedance of 32 ohms, sensitivity of 98 dB and frequency response of 20 Hz to 40 kHz. Overall, Kiwi Ears nailed the pro grade on a budget angle. These feel like they can hang with much higher price cans, but without the bank-breaking tag. Sound is where these shine or stumble. So let's get real with some tracks I spun on my Audiophile DX180. It's neutral to warm signature, pairing perfectly with the Altruva's mildly U-shaped tuning. This tuning gives a tasteful lift to bass and treble, keeping things lively yet clear. It stays balanced overall, punchy lows, natural mids, smooth highs with that open back spaciousness that makes the stage feel wide and immersive. To really put the Altruva through its paces, I played a few of my favorite test tracks. Different genres, different production styles, to see how it handles everything from funk to jazz to rock. Starting with Daft Punk's Get Lucky, that funky disco groove instantly shows what these cans can do. The mid-bass lands with tight textured punch, while Naroge's guitar sparkles with crisp snap and no harshness. Pharrell's vocals sit up front, warm and full, and the soundstage just opens up. It feels like you're standing in the studio, synths floating all around in a three-dimensional space. No muddiness, just clean, infectious energy that makes you want to keep moving. With the DX180's clean power behind it, the Altruva scales beautifully and reveals little layers I'd missed before. Then I switch gears with some Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Down Under. When shorter sax and Lee Morgan's trumpet need air and space, and the Altruva delivers exactly that. The upright bass is tight and resonant, just enough sub bass to anchor the rhythm section, while the mids capture the natural timbre of horns and drums perfectly. Treble extends smoothly and adds that live, smoky club realism with excellent separation and imaging left to right. On the DX180 it sounded effortless, proof that these drivers resolve detail far beyond their price. Finally, I cranked up Kid Rock's Read the People to test how it handles raw rock energy. The kick drum thumps hard and guitars hit with grit and bite, and Kid's raspy vocals stay dead center and aggressive without ever feeling recessed. The treble adds just enough edge to keep things lively, and that open back design turns the chorus into a wall of sound. Big, wide and stadium ready. Even without extra amping, the Altruva stays fast, dynamic and full of energy, proving it's just as comfortable rocking out as it is handling smooth jazz. Overall its sound is detailed, spacious and versatile, leaning more musical than strictly neutral, with a touch of bass and treble lift that makes it lively and engaging rather than clinical. Now we all know that no gear is perfect, so let's talk trade-offs, starting with where the Altruva shows its budget roots. First the cons. The 3-meter cable, while sturdy and braided for durability, feels comically long for anything but a fixed desk setup. It's a tangle waiting to happen if you're moving around. And there's no 4.4mm balance option for modern DAPs or high-end dongles, which limits its pairing flexibility without mods. Sub-bass extension is decent for open backs, but lacks the deep visceral rumble you'd crave in heavy EDM or cinematic scores. The left and right indicators inside the ear cups are tiny and faint. Fine in daylight, but a hassle in dim rooms when you're fumbling to put them on. Isolation is zilch thanks to the open back design, great for quiet homes, but useless in noisy environments or shared spaces. Built is solid metal and plastic, but the ear cups only swivel one way, and the vegan leather pads might peel over time if you're rough. The velour set's better for longevity, but swaps at a minor chore. Now for the pros. At around $70, the value is insane. You get a wide immersive soundstage, punchy textured bass, natural breathing mids and a smooth fatigue-free treble from a driver that stays clean even when pushed hard. Comfort is a knockout. Super light, breathable and that self-adjusting headband means hours without hot ears or headaches, especially with the velour pads for airflow. They're easy to drive from portable sources, yet scale with good sources like the DX180. The exchangeable pads let you tweak warmth versus openness on the fly. Build feels premium for the price, matte black and silver accents look sharp, the detachable cable is high quality and extras like the adapter and 2 sets of pads make it feel thoughtful. They're versatile too. Rock, jazz, classic or even gaming or movies benefit from that spacious stage. If you've been curious about open backs and don't want to spend a fortune, the Altruva is a good starting point. Fun, detailed and performing far beyond its price tag. Wrapping this up, the Kiwi Ears Altruva is a no-brainer for anyone wanting open back magic on a shoestring. It's not flawless, the somewhat light sub-bass hold it back from perfection, but the engaging U-shaped sound, insane comfort and build that belies its price make it a steal at $70. If you're tired of close back stuffiness and ready for airy immersion, grab these. They are ideal for home listening, casual mixing and rediscovering your music library. I score them a 4.5 out of 5. Highly recommended for beginners and upgraders. Links in the description to snag yours and drop a comment. What's your go-to budget headphone? Thanks for watching, smash like if this helped, subscribe for more reviews and I'll catch you in the next one.